This course is brought to you by Appy as part of our Academy series.
In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up an ad campaign to promote your app in the Google Play App Store. So you click on your all campaigns and you come here and you see there's this little plus, and we're going to add this plus and we're going to say new campaign. We're going to choose app promotion, obviously, and then it's going to say drive downloads across Google networks. Yes. Then you're going to choose, obviously, Android. You don't want to choose iOS because for iOS, there's a separate whole way to promote on the Apple App Store to get iOS downloads. But with Google Play, we're only going to go for Android downloads because that's the natural platform, obviously. Then we're going to look up the app. You just have to give it your app name or package or publisher. So I'm going to pull up mine and I'm going to paste it in here. So I'm going to give it a package, app package. You see it found the app. And I'm going to say continue, and we're going to create the campaign. I'm going to walk you through every step, and I'm going to tell you which parts are important. For the campaign name, we want to give something descriptive. So it's a Udemy discount app. So that's the name I'm going to give it, just a descriptive name, because when you have multiple campaigns running and you want to find the right one, having a descriptive name is going to really help you. Next is your ad assets. This is very important because the assets are one of the places that the ad system takes a look at the text you add and all that, and it sees, oh, where should we place this ad? Because it does not actually give you control of keywords. So you might think like, oh, AdWords. Of course, a lot of people associate AdWords with the ability to bid on keywords. For apps, this is not possible. I even talked to a representative of Google AdWords, and they told me that for ads, you cannot choose the keywords. They pull that for you, and they pull that from your app description and from your ad assets. And we're going to walk through how to create the ad assets. One important thing is you want to select that this app is promoted on the Play Store. That's the selection we want, because we can run ads anywhere, sure, but the Google Play Store is the number one single most natural place to promote Android apps, because people browsing there, of course, are going to look for Android apps. And that's going to give us the highest ad conversion and user engagement. So let's walk through how to fill out these ad assets. When you mouse over this area, you can click on this and it will pull up the app description, and you can pull things from the app description, but you can also create your own ideas because you know what keywords you wanted to use. So you wanted to use keywords like, for example, this is a Udemy discount app. So obviously my keywords are Udemy discount, Udemy sale, or like online course and e-learning. Of course, you want to make these attractive. E-learning is the keyword, but to make it attractive, you would say e-learning discounts, best courses, or something like this. Of course, now I just ran over the character limit. So what you maybe want to do is say here best online courses, and maybe here you want to say Udemy course discounts. And essentially the idea is that you just want to use keywords, but also make these attractive, because this text is going to appear right here. Some of it is going to appear here. So you want to entice people, and you'll eventually actually have analytics that will show you which of these actually get clicked on more. So you'll be able to experiment with these over time and find the ones that are the most highly converting for you. You can also add your own video ads, but if you don't, most people don't have those, so we'll leave that there. You can add images of your ad, but you see there's very limited space with the images, so you actually will just have your app icon as the image, so you don't really need that. But of course, you can play around. If you have a more attractive looking image, you can replace it here and just saying upload the image. We're not going to upload the image now, but you can upload a better image if you have one. This is also not necessary because it's just not going to fit into our ad. Then you want to choose the locations. Obviously, the location is entirely up to the type of app you have, and languages also is exactly up to the type of app you have. The budget is also entirely up to you. Most people start with a low budget, like maybe $2 a day or something like this. The only problem is if you give it a too low of a budget, it will have a constraint on where it can place your ads. So I'd maybe not go for the lowest possible budget. Maybe so if you were thinking $2, I'd go for like $5 and just see how it goes. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. See how it performs for you. Look at the analytics and then decide whether you want to go down or up in your budget. Now, bidding, you want to go for install volume. You can have in-app actions and you can maybe try to get people to do something in your action, but you'd have to add conversion tracking to your AdWords. Right now, we don't have that set up, so we will skip that. And really, most people are just after the downloads anyway. So install volume is perfectly fine, and total per install, I would say like 15 cents. And you would experiment, like you can even say like lower, and you would see what you can get for that. If you're not getting good downloads, if you're getting low quality downloads, you might want to raise this number. Also, if you advertise in like United States and Canada, the downloads are typically people who can pay more, but they're more expensive. And if you advertise all over the world, obviously then you can get downloads for pennies, but those people might not be able to spend money. So you actually maybe want to experiment with different sets of countries with different ads. And by the way, I'll make this all a little bigger so you can see if it's blurry at any time. This video is actually in HD. If it's blurry for you, it might be some issue with your settings of your video player or your internet connection, but this should be clear. Now, after all this, you have your date set up, and then you say save and continue. It says that I didn't enter a budget. For me, the budget is arbitrary just because I'm not actually going to run this ad. This is just to show you how to set it up. Then it says, congratulations, your campaign is ready. You actually want to go to the campaign. If something is not entirely quite right, you want to, you might want to change the budget, and you want to maybe set this to pause. In my case, I want to pause it because I don't want to spend the money on running these ads, because at the moment, this is just to show you. Now, for 1 second, I put the ad back to enabled. Why? Because I want to show you that if at any time you want to adjust any of the ad assets that we had set up, you can do it from this tab here, and you'll be able to see the clicks and analytics for them. Right now, we don't have performance data because we just made it, but you'll be able to see how they perform, and this is where you will adjust them. You can set some to delete or add and all that. So you'll be able to adjust these so that ultimately over time you'll be able to improve them, and you'll get cheaper ad clicks that actually get you better users too and more profitable. So I'm gonna make this again paused. So now essentially you know from A to Z how to set up your mobile app ads to pay for downloads on the Google Play Store.